Okay, a lot to dig into with this forecast. We are not done with this system yet. This atmospheric river is still on top of us, and when it moves, thunderstorm potential. Overnight into early tomorrow. By the time we get into later tomorrow morning, we're pretty much getting past this thing. Okay, this is a look out at Cayucas, and this is Morro Bay, obviously. And there you can see the boats out there in the water with all the gray skies in the background. Rain continues to be an issue. But you know what? We've talked a lot about the problems. How about somebody doing something with it? Eric Mental out here, obviously having a little bit of fun with the boat. That is fantastic. Post that on my Facebook fan page. And by the way, so much more additional information. I've done 15-minute long presentations on the storm a number of times. I answer your questions. Where's this rainfall total? What's going on there? Try to give some perspective. We don't have all the time in the world on TV. We do have all the time in the world on the internet, and go check that out. I'm TV Dave Hovde on Facebook. Reservoirs, look at this. Nacimiento up 11%. Again, though, the catch basin for Nacimiento is in northern San Luis Obispo County, where we saw all that rainfall. But benefits elsewhere. San Antonio is up nearly 1%. Salinas is at 71%. Lopez at 39.7, up a little bit. Now, keep in mind, water is still running into these lakes, so these numbers continue to change. Cachuma's at 63.9, not bad. Gibraltar, 10.2. Jameson at 74.1, and Whale Rock at 77.9. Okay, so in Santa Maria, monthly rainfall to date, 3 inches of rain. That's a half inch ahead of average for the month. Now we can start cutting into some of these deficits. Now, Paso Robles out at the airport, 1.59 inches. Again, it's still continuing to rain. We can probably cover that departure from normal for the month. In Santa Barbara, we still need more rain, but it's raining right now. The numbers are in flux as we speak. I'll give you a better update as we get into next week beyond this whole thing, give you perspective as to where we sit. But it's pretty much going to be a drought buster for part of California, certainly. Wave heights are significant, 10, 11, 12 feet, with breakers up to 16 feet. The rain continues across the entire Dual County area right now. So looking at the radar, the more important thing is what are the rain rates. So let's get another update for the urban Santa Barbara area. It's about 1/4 of an inch per hour. In the Santa Ynez Valley, it's not quite as strong, a little under that. We're looking at 0.15 of an inch to about 1/4. In parts of San Luis Obispo County, it's softening up here along the 1 between San Luis Obispo and Morro Bay. Also softening up a little bit along the Cuesta grade. If you recall, just a few minutes ago, the rain rates were close to a half inch per hour. But up here on the north coast, it does continue to rain pretty hard in spots, adding to those epic rainfall totals. All right, let's get into the narrative. We're going to see this big part, this big plume, atmospheric plume, move to the east. But then we get in the trough of this very powerful storm system. Cold air aloft, spinning air, unstable. So scattered thunderstorms, that introduces possibility of hail. That introduces the possibility of brief downpours, localized strong winds, lightning, all of this to watch overnight and early tomorrow. This Friday, 9 a.m., and then watch the system start to pull out. I'm going to show you more high detailed modeling hour by hour coming up. The weekend looks pretty quiet. Little change in the forecast though for Tuesday. There is another system that's going to start nosing in here, and it gets here on Tuesday. I've introduced rain on the Tuesday forecast. I thought it was going to be more of a Monday night splash and dash, but upon further review, decided to get a little more bullish about that forecast. Storm Prediction Center has identified us as being an area with a chance of thunderstorms. You can see how the plume moves out tonight. So the next 6 hours are going to change a lot in terms of the forecast. And then you see this sort of spotty nature of activity, and not just greens, yellows, and oranges. So that's scattered showers, isolated thunderstorms. Now we get into Friday. It's just on and off, cloud cover here, and we start to work out of it. But after this is all done, with all the rain and moisture on the ground, areas of dense interior low clouds and fog are absolutely possible because the winds are going to get quite light. In fact, we've dropped a number of advisories. How much more rain could we see? Anywhere between 1/4 and 1 inch of additional rain. Again, the atmospheric river is beginning to move on here, but there is another system that's fairly well supplied that's going to hit a little further north of here that you're certain to hear about in the upcoming forecast. The winds are under 15, and in terms of the gust potential, it's starting to wind down. Watches and warnings. Flash flood watch out through 10. Winter storm warning out until tomorrow at noon for Santa Barbara County. High surf advisory, 10 to 16 foot waves. And here's the forecast. 40s overnight. Daytime highs tomorrow, middle 50s to about 60 degrees. Again, activity overnight could include scattered thunderstorms. Be prepared for that. For those of us in Santa Barbara County, I think the nature of the activity shifts from this ever-present rainfall to more scattered rain. So again, a few more hours of interesting weather ahead. There's the extended forecast. The Tuesday rainfall is in it, and the daytime highs stay slightly under the average. More to come after this. Driven